Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I am MegaFreak400, and in this episode we are going to continue on through the reptites lair. I know I kind of really didn't talk about anything Chrono Trigger related, but there really wasn't much to talk about but battles yesterday. So yeah, this guy can be really annoying with him throwing the shiitakes at you. The shiitake mushrooms. Yeah, that really gets on my nerves. Those winged apes are just kind of annoying overall. So anyway, things to talk about before we go and deeper into the lair of the reptites. This actually has been a while since it was shown, but they showed some more gameplay videos of the Pokemon Black and White, and one of the things they showed was triple battles. And I know a lot of people were like, well, those are just stupid, or those are going to get too confusing, or they're going to have six character battles now. And yeah, I'm just showing you the way up now to go if you wanted to go through all the holes again. But I don't know. I don't think three-player battles are going to be that bad. I think they're going to be somewhat strategic. Maybe not, you know, but like with one, I think it will definitely take some getting used to. But like one-player battles, you know, you're fighting straight up. You're fighting 1 versus 1, and it kind of got the standard RPG of. I mean, think about this: 3 versus 3 is really is almost no different than standard RPG. I mean, standard RPGs have, you know, granted, it's not always three enemies you're facing, but it's always usually 3 characters that you're main using. So in that sense, you know, I think I might actually add a layer of strategy. The difference is I know some of the attacks can attack all the characters, including your own party. That I think they should get rid of. If you're using a attack like, you know, Surf, it shouldn't attack your own party members, in my opinion. If they're going to do 3 versus 3, I think they should get rid of that element. But no, I mean, if you really think about it, like, Chrono Trigger, 3 people in a party, you know, I mean, that makes Pokemon more RPG-ish in the fact that you have 3 characters battling at the same time. So yeah, I almost think it would add a layer of strategy to it. I'm not sure though. What's this? Could these apes have made something this advanced? Oh look, it's a dinosaur. Azala. Oh, the apes have arrived. You know nothing yet. Like, well, we're kind of like her. We just have clothes on. Tell me what this is at once. Yeah, we'll just tell her. It's not like she can do anything with it, to be honest. She doesn't even know where to use it. Liars, no one would talk that easily. This should loosen your tongues. So we tell you what it is, but you won't even believe us. Anyway, interesting thing about Azala, and I believe it's proven in the DS version. Not sure if it's in this version, but Azala is female. I mean, that might surprise some people, but Azala, I'm pretty 100% sure, is female. Which, again, I said that females play quite a prominent role. We have Ayla and Azala, 2 of the leaders of the 2 warring nations in this time period, are both female. And we have Nizbel, this giant dinosaur, who is ugly. And to kill Nizbel, what you want to do is you want to use a lightning attack, preferably just regular lightning. You can, I think we learned Thunder Bite, use that one point, but it's really not worth it because, when you attack Nizbel with Thunder, it's still, or when you attack him when his defense is up, it's still weak. It's still a weak attack, so it really just using the Volt Bite really is just going to waste extra MP. That really, if you haven't noticed at this point, MP really isn't that hard to lose. Like, you know, a lot of times you say in other games you'll save your attacks and save your special moves because you run out of them fairly fast and will just attack regular attacks. But in this game, really, in this game you have quite a bit of MP, plus the physical attacks do a lot too. So in this game you really, you know, anything is really useful. Like just doing straight up attacks are quite useful, but also you have enough MP to last you a while with all the attacks. So it's not like you have much to worry about. Like, I rarely use ethers because there's a lot of times not even a need to use a ton of ethers. You know, you know, in other games I see myself running out of enough, like in Paper Mario, flower points to continue attacking with special moves. This game, it really doesn't seem to be that big of an issue, if you haven't noticed that. Especially as you continue on, because you gain it, your MP keeps increasing to the amount you can hold totally. Though it does start to get a little bit more tedious to keep your MP up when you have more moves that take more MP. But at the moment, it's not that big a deal, because most of the moves you have don't use that much. But anyway, Nizbel, just keep using Thunder against him and then attacking him with all your powerful moves. Eventually, he'll release all the lightning and then increase his defense again. But really, this guy's not that hard to beat. If anything, he's just... Again, look at all the monsters. Like, his face is like... It's like they purposely made all these all the, like, hulking monsters look like, just look hilarious on purpose. Again, there was, Hecarim, Crawley, this guy. Masamune looked kind of tough, but these guys all look kind of silly to an extent. Anyway, yeah, Nizbel's kind of a pushover. Well, I wouldn't say pushover. You have to be careful with him, because again, if you're not careful, you can get screwed. But he's not too bad for the most part. At least I don't see him being that bad of a boss. At least definitely compared to other bosses in the game. But yeah, that's it for the reptite slayer. And yeah, Azala is female. I think it might just be in the DS. Again, there is a lot of change in the DS version. I know a lot of the attacks are differently named and stuff. The DS version really does change a few things up. Which I recommend if you want to play this game. I recommend getting the DS version. It has some new features, and it's worth playing if you don't own the original game. Though you would think eventually it would come to VC, but maybe not. I know. The thing with Square's kind of funny in terms of releasing things. They tend to, when they release things, no matter what a lot of times when they're the WiiWare games tend to be really expensive. Like they tend to always make it $1,000 for the WiiWare games, and then they have DLC for those WiiWare games. I'm not saying they're bad games, but they really do try and milk people out of money with their WiiWare games. And then for VC, they kind of, sometimes they'll release a bunch of stuff, and then sometimes they won't release anything. They're kind of fickle. Square is definitely, I'd say nowadays, definitely a company that really is money hungry. But they do make good games, so you can't really, fault them totally. Anyway, Azala will give you the key, and then run off. Your days are numbered. I like Azala. Azala's a pretty good character. Doesn't do much. She doesn't play a huge role, but she is battling for the future. Obviously, though, you could tell that she's gonna... Why'd you burp? That was kind of pointless. Oh, maybe she was throwing up because she was still having a hangover, because suddenly she was still under a hangover after the entire night. Which, considering the fact that she still battled pretty good, she must be really good at handling hangovers. Anyway, but considering the fact that considering the fact that we exist, Azala obviously loses the battle. And that's the interesting thing about this game, is seeing the events take place in the past that shape the future, but the fact that you are now involved in them slightly alters some of them. So again, that's the interesting thing about time travel. So we got the gate key back, we went back up into the gate, and now we can go repair the Masamune, because we have the red rock. If you forgot, that was the reason we went to the past. The gate key thing was just because we got sidetracked because Kino was jealous. Oh, stupid Kino. So we're gonna go back through the imp's house, come out of the closet again, and go see Melchior, who again, we still didn't hear the story of why he made the Masamune, because Luca was, cared more about repairing it, which I guess makes sense. But anyway, how on earth did you get the Masamune and the Dreamstone? No, don't tell me. I don't think my heart could take it. We are your father. He dies. Actually, we were his father. That'd be really weird. Well, not really. So if you have Marley in your party, Robo will be helping out in this part. If you have Luca, she'll help. And that's all you can have. Marley, I don't think will do anything ever, because seriously, it's Marley. I mean, even if you like her as a character, and even if you think she's useful, well, she is useful to some extent. She really isn't that smart. I love this song. This song is really awesome. All the music's awesome, though. Anyway, I love this. Luca's preparing the stone, and then she just... Well, when it happens, we'll wait in a second. She's scratching her head for now. I think you can technically skip the scene if you go back up the stairs, but it's interesting. Yeah, she's just raising her hands, and again, it has to do with limited animation, of course, because they do. That's the best they could do, but it's still hilarious to watch. Like her just raise her arms and pound nothing. Anyway, they are repairing the stone, repairing the that's a stone. No, repairing the sword, and the Masamune is now finished. Hopefully. Wow, that's a big sword. It's bigger than Luca. This is the Masa Moon. How strange. Spiritual energy. Well, I think that's everything. Okay, so we gotta take this the Masa Moon to Frog, obviously, because, well, we have to. And if you stop at Luca's house at this point, you can get another item from Taban, the Taban Helm, which is a good helm for Luca at this point. And I'm also going to go back here because I didn't activate this gate, so that's now activated. So we have all the gates so far activated. So it's been making 400, reminding you that the Masa Moon is a sword and it's awesome.